Like let's say if we ran and then you like hit me on my ankle.
Wait. Chat wants to hear what we're talking about.
All right. So basically, like let's say like we're playing soccer.
Grab this chair. Oh, shit. Sorry.
All right. Basically, the way it works is it's this freeze spray. I don't know if you want to look at it. All right. It's like this freeze spray, and they pair it up with like icy hot type of cream. So if you get hurt, like if you get knocked in the knee, if you cramp up, or if your ankle like gets hit, they put the cream on and then they spray it with like this freeze spray so that it keeps it from swelling. It's almost like icing it, but just you ice it with the spray. And so it freezes whatever it is. But if you put it on a muscle, it like freezes your muscle almost. And so if you put it on the back of your calf, it like makes it almost cramp up, like yeah. But if you put it on your nuts, like if you put like the cream on your nutsack and you spray it, it's like it like hurts. It's like it like cramps up your nuts almost.
Like it shrieks?
Yeah, like it's like basically it shrieks it. I mean, it doesn't.
I mean, it makes sense if you're playing soccer because it's gonna like you need.
Well, you don't put it on your. You're not supposed to put it on your nuts. It's just like.
Well, yeah, you put it like around it, right? Not like on your legs, not like.
Yeah, like if like your thigh, like your inner thighs are cramping up.
But I mean, it would make sense.
But some people do it to just troll.
Oh,
like they'll like just to like stupid and spray their nuts, and it'll freeze it. Because if it hurts your calf, and your calf's pretty big, imagine you put it on your nutsack, it makes it like shrivel up and it like supposed to burn or something. I've never done. I've seen people do it though. I mean, if you want to, you gotta buy it. You gotta buy it. You gotta buy the spray. I don't know, man.
Come on, bro.
My calf and it hurts.
Dude, just putting it on your calf like already hurts like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I like how it feels. It's because lately my shoulders have been feeling weird, and since that's why it smells like that.
Oh, okay. So
and like dude, yeah, like I feel bomb. Like that's why before I start playing too now.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
Have you gone to check?
Well, I want to go to the doctor because I don't know. It's been like right now it's been chill, and I've been going to the gym again, and like it's calmed down. So I think it's just my weight, honestly. I think my weight is like I think like my weight is like why I sleep really bad, or like why like I end up hurting my shoulders. And my parents were telling me like my bed isn't stiff.
Yeah,
that's the problem with it. Hey, by the way, Goblin, thank you for the sub. I just wanted to make sure that was out there. Thank you.
Thanks, Goblin.
So
it said, can I buy this on the black market? You can buy it at Target, probably, or CVS.
That's crazy. But yeah, that's why I think it is, though. I really think it's like because I'm really big.
It's interesting.
So because
you should get it checked, man. My mom though, she used to have this like extra bone growing on it, and it kept it from like lifting your arm.
But that's because it probably shifted, no?
I don't know. It's called like it has a word for it. It's like extra bone growth. That's what it is.
Because that's what happened to my middle finger. Is that, like called. This shifted and then like more bone just grew.
Yeah. Yes, that's kind of like
I'm
that.
thinking like maybe my shoulders like shifted. I won't lie. Like see, like right now, like I'm so used to like leaning on it, and I always forget that I'm like okay, get off of it.
That maybe too. Maybe how like you
like how I sit.
Yeah, if you like sit on the desk like this too much.
No, I see. And that's what I try to avoid doing. Like I've been trying to like just sit straight like this. So even because I'm worried about my back too.
Oh yeah, it makes you know like this.
Not like
dude, my back's all types of messed. That's because my bed is just.
What's wrong with the bed?
It's just old, and I need to get it. And then now I sleep with the cam on it, so it's like.
That's worse.
Yeah, my back's like always sore.
How does it feel sharing the bed? Is it like it's pretty cool? Is it?
Yeah, it's
kind of like it's weird at first, but then it's cool after a while.
No, it's pretty cool. Like in general, because you get to cuddle and snuggle and stuff with your girl, so that's cool. But you gotta get a bigger bed, especially because we're both the same height. We're like 6 foot.
Yeah,
we're both 6 foot.
It's so... like you and me sharing it.
Yeah, like you just need space, especially because you know how I sleep.
Do you think that one's big?
It looks like it's the same size as mine, but my mattress is also really old.
Yeah,
I gotta get a new mattress.
Yeah, because my mom, like her and my dad, it's like almost like every 2-3 years that they would switch it out. Like that one's pretty new.
Yeah. So we gotta get a new bed, but our apartment's small, so can't get too big of a bed.
That's just interesting. What's up, Moy? They're just listening.
Fluffy Moy.
Yeah, Fluffy Moy.
Oh, nice. What's up, Moy? But yeah,
If it's big enough for one person, then it's big enough to sleep. And no, it's not. That's
if
cap.
it's big enough for one person. Yeah, I mean we fit on there.
You're not comfortable. Okay,
I'm comfortable actually. She's not that comfortable.
Oh, she's not.
No, she's not that comfortable because I just probably push her to the wall or something.
No, but I was gonna say though. Okay, since I've been like learning, dude, in Japan they sleep on the floor. Like that's their thing. I literally believe that sleeping on the floor is better than like just in general than just sleeping on like a support or whatever.
Yeah. Well, have you heard about this whole shoe thing?
The shoe thing?
Yeah. So it's supposed to be really bad to be walking on shoes like that with the cushion on the bottom.
Wow. Oh, because
It's better for you to walk barefoot because it seems like that's how we were meant to walk.
yeah.
Like barefoot because it's better for like your posture and your legs.
That is kind of true because I feel like you're a little bit more careful walking on your foot than as like you walking with the cushion.
And it strengthens your feet. But then now when you walk with like cushions, it like makes you all like weird or something, or it like weakens some parts of your body because of the cushions on your shoe and stuff.
But I thought it was healthy for you because like that's what.
Well, that's what you think, right?
Yeah.
But that's what we could say
Well,
about the
obviously,
bed.
I think it's like too much of anything though. I feel like it's like a too much of.
Well, that-
you can't
yeah.
be wearing it too much.
Well, they were doing research like based on like history and stuff. But it's like the whole carnivore diet, too. Like they're
Meat,
saying
like,
now
that's-
it's better to only eat meat, nothing else besides meat, salt, and water.
But not plants.
No plants, nothing
What?
else, not even coffee.
What?
Because they say that's how we used to eat. But
No, but that's cap. We would eat fruits too. It was a mix of everything.
Well, that's what some people are saying. That's
Well,
like
see,
with the Joe Rogan.
I feel like that's like in different like countries though. That like depending, like if you look at like for example, I don't know if it's the Philippines,
Mhm.
but I know in the Philippines they would like their lungs are actually huge. Like if you look at it because they swim from like fishing because they actually go in the water and stuff and like their lungs are like actually are like 2 times I want to say like 20% like bigger than like the world.
The Philippines,
Yeah,
because they swim for
'cause
their
they
food.
swim for their food.
Oh, that
They
makes
go
sense.
they go diving basically.
Well, you know why? I was reading this book about cultures,
Uh-huh.
and they do a deep dive on why they believe why there's this stereotype of Asian people being super smart. Because that's like a stereotype, right?
Dude,
Asian
it was
people
funny
are super smart.
because
What?
someone literally, I think it was Joseph. He was like, "Bro, he's like, I've never seen a homeless Asian." And I was like,
Interesting.
and I thought about it, and I was like, I don't think I remember seeing one in a
Sure.
yeah. I was like, that's kind of a trip.
Right. So it's all these. There's this book on culture and anomalies and things, but he traces like
Like he goes back to everything on like each culture.
he traces specifically Asian culture back to China, and why China that like the Chinese or some in general some of the Asian communities are so disciplined and so hardworking when it comes to specific things like math and school and arts and stuff, right? And he was talking about how a lot of the Asian country is built upon hills and stuff, and so because they're built on hills, the way the agriculture
Yeah.
worked was that it was on hills, and then something about like the time the sun came up, they had to be up early to make sure like they're managing but it had to do with all the way, it traced all the way back to when it was just they were working the land, it was all about working the land, and it had to do with them waking up early, going to bed late, and learning, and it was all tied back to like
I can see why like
the
even
terrain.
their like height too and stuff messes with.
Yeah,
that,
so
like,
yeah,
because of the
exactly.
mountains. Like
Yes. So a lot of them were up in the mountains. So he talked all about like how all of that is traced back to why it's a culture of Asian community to be super hardworking, just be on top of their stuff, to go the extra mile, to like, when they come to America, when they came to America, that's what it was like. We're gonna hit the grind, yeah, we're gonna work hard, we're gonna get it. So that was something I remember learning about, like all these cultures and how every culture has like. So you talk about the Philippines and the lungs and stuff like that.
yeah, because like I was like, because I feel like it's different for everybody. Like
Yeah.
like us Mexicans, we like bread affects us really bad, like big time.
Yeah. Someone sent you a screenshot.
This is good.
About to Google it. Hold on, let me heat up my food.
No, we're not gonna be here too long, so I'm not gonna change it. There's no point to changing it.
But yeah, and dude, it was crazy. Like I was watching this video on how there's like this community in the Amazon and stuff where like they're used to climbing trees because that's where a lot of food is at, and so their feet almost look like hands.
That's
Because they're
kind of gross.
it's
But
like
cool.
like if this is the tree, their feet is like this, but they have to do this.
Grip on it.
Yeah, and so
That's
over time
crazy.
it like it becomes dude, so their feet are all like all crazy looking.
That's sick. That.
But it's
But see,
crazy
that's
how your
cool,
body
though.
transforms.
Like,
Yeah,
it adapts to the environment. That's what it
Yeah.
is. That's pretty cool.
that book is trippy, man. It's called it's by
What about Mexicans, bro? Talk about
Mexicans?
Mexicans,
Okay, so not only they talk about Mexicans, but they talked about
Hispanics,
um
Latino,
airplanes,
airplane.
and they noticed that some parts of countries had more airplane crashes than others. Some didn't have any, some had a lot. And so they did a study on the patterns of why that was happening. And so one of the reasons that there was like a certain country, I think, that was having a lot of crashes. They studied the dynamics of why it was happening, and they learned that there was like the foreign like pilots or like the yeah, like it was something about how the minority pilots and then the dominant culture pilots were working together, and the sub like the more the like foreigner pilots were afraid to speak up about certain things because of the dynamic like
Like how they speak to each other.
Yeah, like
and,
if-
like both different cultures speaking to.
yes, how they speak. Like if you go to like a Russian like German culture is
You'll-
very stern, very
yeah, I
like
think they're just aggressive.
yeah, and then you go to like a more like I don't know, like even some Hispanic cultures are very like sweet and sensitive in some ways. So they were working together, and the minority one felt like the other one was like really mean or aggressive or like proud, and so they wouldn't speak up about things. And so then, but as pilots, you're supposed to watch each other's back and call each other out on things to help each other. But because the like power like dynamic
Yeah.
was kind of off, they wouldn't speak up, and so you were having this constant miscommunication of things, which was leading to a lot of plane crashes. And
That sucks, dude.
It's
Just
crazy.
you're dying because of no communication.
so they would listen to some of these like the black box, I think it's called.
yeah,
That-
those, that's for like if the plane crashes, that thing literally doesn't destroy.
Nothing
That it
happens
records
to it.
all the information. that
Exactly.
happens on
So they started studying it, and they were listening to conversations, and they had different like cultural experts come and listen to it, and they picked up on
like signs of like
yeah.
why-
He
why
said
you sound
this, and in a
nervous,
culture
like-
context, this is what it means, and this is how it's perceived, and so you kind of that's how they figured that out.
That's crazy.
And so then they started doing training on cultural differences
culture,
and how to communicate.
like how to.
Exactly.
That's sick.
Crazy, right?
That's
Like,
crazy.
Dude, it's crazy. There's like stuff about like hockey players too.
Dude,
There was
I
like
love-
this thing in Canada.
I don't get why hockey's not a big sport. If I'm being straight up, like people like football, but I'm like, dude, you love hockey if you actually like. If you
you
like
love
football,
football,
I promise you,
you'll
you'll
like
love
hockey.
hockey.
Yeah.
And football's like one of the biggest sports. I don't get why like hockey's not up there.
Would
I
you
really
play? Would
don't.
you play hockey?
Dude, I would if I knew like with wrestling and stuff. Like I do it. Like just it. I'll probably flinch a little, but I would
Yeah.
be down because it's really aggressive. Like, dude, like when my aunt took me to my first one with Joffrey,
Uh huh.
dude, I fell in love with it right away. I was like, dude, that's sick. I just only think the hard part is just like where to watch it because I feel like it's really hard to watch hockey or like
Yeah.
at least look for it. That's the annoying
Like live?
part. Yeah,
just on
or just
TV?
like in general. Like you don't just
Yeah.
like you don't
not popular.
you're not like scrolling on YouTube. Oh, hockey, but it'll scroll up like football, baseball,
Soccer,
soccer,
yeah.
and I'm like, that's whack. Like even volleyball, even like sports that aren't really known
Like
are more
that.
shown up than hockey.
Yeah.
But you were saying, no, sorry.
I don't know, but no, that's true. Well, it's so hockey is a big sport in Canada.
Yeah,
One, because Canada's more up north, so it's colder.
colder.
Yeah, so there's just ice everywhere. But they were doing this study, and they realized most of the pro hockey players, like in the pro league, the top league of hockey in Canada, they were all a lot of them had the same birthday. A lot of them were born around the same time.
Same names, Chris.
A lot of them. So it was like all the pro players realized were born between like January and
Seasonal.
Like April.
Yes, I've actually read about like what a time where kids are often like like
they're the best to be born.
Yeah, like there was a thing. It was like,
and it still is in some ways because the way. So what would happen is you have leagues where you group a bunch of kids together, but the kids that are born in January play with kids that are born in December, which they're born the same year, but the kid in January has a whole year ahead of the kid he has 11 months ahead of him.
The December.
That's 11 months worth of growth, food, strength, muscle. So as you go through leagues, all the kids that are born in January, February, March, physically are winning the kids born in November, December, because they're just smaller. They're just born later. And so as the league progresses,
look at me. I'm born in November.
So as the leagues progress, all the kids that are being highlighted are the kids from January, February, March, because all the other kids look like they suck because they're just smaller.
Yeah, they're smaller.
So then, as again, they continue to progress, and then you have all the kids that are born January, February, March getting drafted to go pro, and all the other kids get left behind.
Is that why I'm dumber, dude? No, I was born in November, bro.
Oh, you didn't make the cut, bro.
Dang it.
See, I was born in January,
That's what I'm saying. See?
No, but that was a trip, though, when I learned that.
That's actually
I was like,
crazy.
I'm going to have my kids in January. Oh, no doubt.
Okay, you do January, 9 months. No, December, November, October, September, August, July, June, May,
Me who likes tennis.
April. So April and what's before April?
March.
March and April would be your month. If you
To crank them out.
Yeah.
March, April, May.
Crank out the team there, bro.
Bro, I'm literally crank out the team, dog. Did you know where all the Nazis went after World War II?
No.
Argentina, bro. Just so you know.
Actually.
Yep.
That's why they're
That's
super
why they're
white.
Yes, bro.
What?
Yes.
Dude, because I remember our friend that we remember in high school.
Yeah, that kid.
Dude, I was like, oh, this guy's white. And then straight up, like, hardcore Spanish. I'm like, oh my god, he knows way more than, like, I do. And then, like,
he like super blonde and
dude,
white.
he's like the blondest cat. Like,
Yeah.
you think he's American. And then he was wearing his Argentina shirt.
Yeah.
I remember.
So
I
that's
remember.
where
I don't
all
know
the
why
all-flex.
that guy, like, that's how much of a cult just seeing him and, like, just.
It's crazy.
So they all went to Argentina?
A lot of them fled there.
Because,
So, dude, there was like
I'm
Nazi
assuming
parties in Argentina after World War. And there was whole communities of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude, it's insane. Not all the Mexicans. Yes.
But they're not Mexican, they're Argentine.
I know. Same.
It's like,
We're just,
okay,
we're
is there
just
even a difference? The language is still the same, right? It's
I
not.
speak Spanish.
Yeah, I was like, not this.
I'm kind of Spanish. Spanish.
I wonder what is the culture for, like. Yeah.
You know, they do have this like connotation, this like stereotype that they think they're better than everybody. Sounds like a whole
That's a whole.
racial superior, white superior situation.
Pretty crazy. Good.
Oh, like
Good stuff.
oh, swatting the flag.
There's a flag here? There's no flag.
No, it's
Now with the bingy. Oh,
I did
well,
that.
I see.
the big game.
That's what my mom was like. Why does it smell like Bengay in here? I'm like,
What's
Bengay?
Bengay?
I was like, yeah. I was like, she was like, it's like icing. I was like, I didn't know.
Sponsor us.
Sponsor for gamers. For gamers.
For your fingers. Australia. Dude, I don't know about Australia, man.
Dude, Australia's actually interesting.
I heard
actually
Australia's
wanna
just
go.
scary.
Hmm?
I heard Australia's like super
The
scary.
animals are scary,
Yeah.
not the people.
I heard it's beautiful there though.
Yeah, dude, no, Seaman was showing me like pictures and stuff, and he was like, Their water's clear. It's pretty like.
Heard that like surfing is like sick over there. That's what I heard.
I wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is surfing cool over there?
I would like to learn surfing. It's pretty cool.
And you like
Scary,
to, and you like to swim.
I like to swim.
There's no swimming.
Oh,
Oh, this is way
dude,
better
okay.
swimmer than
I told you, right?
Lies.
Next year is to go to Japan next year over the summer.
you did tell me that. Yeah.
Oh, but we don't know if you get your stuff though.
Yeah. Well, I should be applying soon. So.
So hurry up and apply, fool. You could travel. You could be Mr.
Bro, we need to
Worldwide,
go
bro.
Everywhere before we have kids, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Get learn all the.
We're gonna get tatted in Japan. Yin and yang.
Yeah.
Bro, only with you, bro. Okay, right here.
Literally, I would have like a scripture in my hand, but like super small. Say like Romans
On your
8:32.
hand. You know that's like one of the worst places to get tattooed.
What is that?
It just hurts.
Oh! I thought like
And then-
in general, like
You use your hands a lot, so it fades away.
that actually makes a lot of sense. Never mind. Because I'd put it.
Oh, nuts.
No one will never see that one except
Bro,
my
what
wife.
is this? You working out?
Yeah, bro, that's my best friend right there.
We need to get you
45, bro.
good times, man. All right, well, I'm trying to go watch a scary movie.
You guys gonna watch? That's fluffy food.
Dude, that's sick, man.
Though I want to go meet that guy. Bro, I'm so jealous you met your favorite YouTuber.
He's not my favorite YouTuber.
Oh, really?
No.
I thought I know at one point you liked him a lot.
I did. And then he fell off.
Yeah.
I did like him still.
Yeah.
He's cool. It seems like he's actually made a really cool comeback.
Yeah, that's cool. Because I was like, dude, my goal is to meet Dashy. What up, everybody? And then, you know, my boy Markiplier.
Mark, of course.
Markiplier. And then
Mark's top. Mark's number one.
Mark is top.
He was your number one for a while.
He's still okay. It's weird because like I'm growing older where like I do this now. So I don't really have the time to watch him, and he plays like 100 billion games.
Dude, he plays so much.
Like he plays so many different games. It's
Is
not
he
just
married?
one game. Okay, dude, his situation is weird. I feel like
They got a girl, right?
I think it's all the YouTubers that do this, like slash streamers, where like they got a girl, but they're not married.
Oh, they just like.
They're just there, like they're in a relationship, but they don't. But the weird part is they don't even talk about it.
Dang. Oh, like. What Frog say? Yeah. Surfing's
See?
insane.
The
Yeah,
river in
surfing over
Brisbane
here is like
is
cool,
nice.
but nothing compared to like when you
No,
go to
they
Hawaii.
just do on the news. They're like the water's bacteria. Don't go swimming or you get sick.
We're down
Yes.
bad, man.
I'm like, we should put that stuff that drops that murky water. Like there's like this thing that like it's a bag and it's a pill and you drop the pill and it literally like destroys the dirt. I don't know what it is, but it like drops it so then you just get clear water that comes up front.
I feel like I've seen that.
Yeah, and like it's an actual thing that you can use as like for like if you're out in the wild or something. It's like, you know, you're down bad for water. In Africa, they use it a lot.
Oh yeah, the straw.
No. So it's an actual like
Pill?
like it's like something that you just drop in it and it'll like you shake it
Bro,
around.
that's my dream. I want to make like something super tight like that.
like there's just something that
I just want to like invent something.
they're making enzymes to destroy plastics. I was like, that's sick.
Dude, they're making these like panels that make water out of air.
Panels that
These they look like solar panels,
Okay.
but you put them out and about, and they take the air that's just in
that's
the air,
smart. Yeah, that makes sense.
and then makes it into water.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
That's
makes
like
sense. That's sick.
World changing, because you always have water. So now you take these panels to like Africa, or these places that don't have clean water. You put a bunch of panels out, and they're gonna be making water all day.
What I don't get is why we're not making a bunch of just solar
Drugs?
panels.
Oh,
Drugs.
solar panels.
Yeah, like in
Dude,
Africa, like if you think about it, like a lot of the world isn't used in terms of like area. Like
Oh, I see.
if you notice, a lot of areas that are usually very like populated are the edge of the islands. I swear to you, you look at like
Oh, that makes sense.
Google
It's on the
Maps.
beaches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Australia it's basically a huge island by itself, and that's why everything's really expensive out there because a lot of it's shipment. They get everything through containers,
But
which sucks.
I'm assuming maybe he can tell us, but like most places like that are super protective about their land, though, and they don't want people building and constructing things on.
Oh,
want
but
to
wait, if we're
preserve
talking
the
about
life.
animals, no, yeah, okay, sorry.
just-
what
just
I should
greenery,
say,
just
what
greenery
I
in
should
general.
say, what I mean to say in general, then is the desert
Mm,
is making use of the desert.
gotcha,
Now,
gotcha.
obviously, there's two things to that because I guess you can't necessarily build on sand, but like we don't like. There's not a lot of living things in the desert. Like if you really think about it,
That's true.
and I really don't think it'd make it economically. I mean, an
Well,
economic
LA is a desert. Did you know that?
That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
they completely transformed it.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, why we're not making like use of something. Like, I would understand like the rainforest, and yeah, don't mess with that.
Yeah.
Like, there's actually animals
Which is
in
they're
there
still
and stuff, which is crazy. Like, that's why. Or we could make like using trash. That like have you seen those floating islands that use just trash? That'd be sick if we could like use all that like trash from like that stuff into like islands into building them to like serve a purpose, like put like solar panels in the ocean or something crazy like. Or like we could put
The ocean. The ocean itself is crazy.
the ocean itself.
That'd be great, like to leverage the space in the ocean.
That would actually be huge.
Oh look, he said most states and cities are on the edge
See,
of Australia.
told you that's because
Bro,
you look at well, you just
bro,
look
if
at
you go
Google
in
Maps, it's all
Australia, you're
green.
getting killed.
Getting killed.
Yeah, by some crazy creature.
Oh, by the crazy creature. No, Seaman literally
What
sent
do they
me a
have
picture.
there?
Their animals are just like they just have dangerous animals. It's literally
Like a, what?
like
a lion?
kangaroos. They got their dude. Kangaroos are crazy, bro.
I heard.
Dude, literally, a guy was landing from like a parachute, and like the kangaroo was like trying to sock him up. Bro.
Oh, I think I
He was
seen
like,
that video.
and he's like, "Get off of me, stupid! Like, what are you?" Trying to fight him, and then they have like, and they have like mainly like, and then there's like their spiders, dude. C-Man took a picture of like a spider on his wall. Literally looked like my, like.
Are you serious?
Like on his wall, bro. Like something you see in movies. I'm just like,
gotta
heck
see
no,
that,
I'm
dude.
out. And then their houses are built out of cement too. Yeah, you didn't know that. Well, we want
Dude, I
to
feel like Australia's like a foreign land. Why? Rain?
heat.
Oh, it
Like,
keeps
it's
it
super
cool.
hot.
Cement keeps it cool.
That and then they're not really like they're not an earthquake. They're not. I don't think they are. Are you? You guys are an earthquake country, right? Frog. I think they have like just like crazy
Well,
weather
that
because of the
makes sense.
heat. Because it gets hot.
Yeah.
Again, remember they're low. They're on like the lower equator of like the Earth.
Yeah.
Think
I
about
remember.
it. So
Think
it gets hot really when like the sun's coming by, and so that's why like their houses are mainly. And I don't know if they get. I don't think they get tornadoes. I know they. Oh, they have. Okay, you guys, but now see they, but not. But that's what I'm saying. You guys don't have like. You guys are in
Here.
California.
Yeah,
That's what
we
I'm trying
can't
to
build
say.
out of cement here because cats will just die.
Yeah, we'll just instant dead. Whereas like and I know that I know there's still some cement houses in America,
Yeah.
but obviously in certain parts of like the state. No
Okay.
turn like what is it though? I know there's something you guys get. I just don't know what it is. There's a reason their homes are built out of that.
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm literally learning as like I was talking to Seaman, just people from Australia. Pretty cool.
Cyclones.
See, there you go.
What's a cyclone? Is it like a
It's basically like
what is
it's
a
like
cyclone?
it's like a tornado, no?
I don't know. I've heard of it. I heard it in that song. Like a psych.
It's a hurricane, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that looks scary.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
Images, put image.
Huh?
Images.
Oh.
Hurricane. Typhoon, dude, that's so scary.
Yeah, this stuff is scary.
Bro, that looks like crazy.
Yeah. That's why some of these houses are built different. It's like the water. I want to see the science behind it. Well, that's why now you know why, because it gets super hot. Guess what? Super hot weather does.
Tropical.
That's why California is basically like perfect, but
We have
we got
earthquakes,
earthquakes.
which we're gonna, dude. Yeah.
I think we're pretty,
scary.
but now with like modern age, even in Japan, they finally like are building like structures made to handle like yeah, like because like the biggest if it were to happen would be like the only biggest we can really get is like a 9 point. Oh, that's literally the biggest, and they're finally learning how to build like way past that strength if the Earth were to do that. Pretty crazy.
We'll see though.
I mean, you're right. We'll see. And
Yeah.
we won't know until actually.
Man, the earthquakes are scary.
Oh, no, but yeah, bro, it's trippy, bro.
I always like sometimes I just think about the earth like just cracking.
Like
And
just
then-
LA becoming like its own thing.
Yeah. Like in 2012, you know, that whole
That wasn't an earthquake, bro. That was just
that's the whole
that
world
was
is
just
ending.
destruction, bro. What are you gonna do? Wait, are they watching a scary movie?
And Cam doesn't want to watch it, so
What are they? Oh, my dad doesn't work tomorrow.
yeah, he's chilling.
No wonder. I'm like, what are they watching? Oh, interesting. Oh, he's still playing. Oh yeah, he is. And like, there's a bunch of people. Hi guys.
Who's about that? Oh, there's 10 people.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
they're just what they're just listening. They're just like, you got your tiger shirt, dude. I miss having a cat. I've been praying about it. I want to get a cat. I'm just like, dude, there's this gray cat that always passes. Ozzy eats butt. Yes, apparently. Johnny would know something about that. Of course, of course.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, the little transition. No, well, I've been making like these cool emotes. I'm like, I made this funny one. It's called Donut Wall. Like, I don't know if you can see that. But basically, like,
Was that a brick wall?
yeah. And you see how like I'm
You're
talking.
talking to
Yeah,
Wait, where'd you film that?
I'm an editor, bro.
Oh, you just put the.
Yeah, I just make it. So, but it's
Hey,
just.
speaking about editing, I wanted to
You wanna
talk
learn?
to you about. Yeah, I edit. Yeah, I want to edit a little bit because. So remember I texted you about this whole like my life, and I'm like, I don't know where to go from here.
Bro, you see the thing is you just gotta find something you like want to do.
Well,
Just try everything. Just try everything.
No, you see, you're good at that because I want to have everything like.
No, so you want to set it out. They don't work. Even for me, like I want to learn how to. I'm still wanting to learn how to do like effects,
Hmm.
but the thing is, I like video games a lot, and I don't really like. Like I know if I were to just stop video games in general, I could learn 100 things. Like I promise you. Like I just learned how to cook tonkotsu ramen. I love cooking. I discovered that. I really love cooking. It's super fun. Like I want my next. Look what I'm making. Guess what I'm making next. Guess what my next thing I'm making.
What is it? Is it an Asian dish? Is it sushi?
No, I actually don't like. I
Yeah,
don't
was
like. I
I
don't
never,
really like.
I never heard you express you like it. Sushi.
What's up, Guppy? Hi, boss. What's up, homie?
Guppy, guppy.
Guppy. So I'm learning.
I like that.
My next thing. Oh, it's because so I have a channel point when people come in. It's called Hey Boss. Hold on, where is it? I should probably make it cheaper one time, but why can't I find it? What the heck? Oh, right here, Clock It. That's what it's called. Hey Boss. And what
That's
you can't.
awesome.
Here, you gotta hear. You gotta. Chat, show them the alerts. Hey Boss. There you go. See. Hey Boss.
This is great.
Hey Boss. Papega aim. Oh, you know.
What is that?
Well, okay, see,
Oh, you-
it's just typed out, but you look at right here, it's an animation of a frog going like, he's just shooting like missing shots.
Okay, the other day I was talking to some cats,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Oh, your dog water." Started laughing so